What's going on, my peoples? I go by the name of the Sorcerer. I'm starting a YouTube channel, and today I'm going to do a collective reading. This is going to be a timeless reading. I'm just going to shuffle the cards. I feel big shifts of energy recently. I feel it not just within myself, I feel it with everyone around community. I've been seeing it on social media that there are lots of energy shifts going on. People feeling big changes emotionally, realizations, unions, people going into the new world, people staying in the old world. It's crazy going on at the moment in time, but that's why I'm doing a reading. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what it says. But yeah, again, this is Sorcerer. Hope everybody's okay. We keep on shining and we stay rising. If it resonates, I hope it helps. If not, send it back to the universe. Just gonna do a little pre-shuffle. See what it says. The energy that I'm picking up on is there's a lot of filtering that's going on in terms of like creating boundaries, using lots of discernment, understanding that it's okay to distance yourself from people that you feel like, well, they don't give you any value. You know, at the end of the day, when you feel like energy is not, matched, it's okay for you to basically administer, boundaries. And it's about you understanding that you've got to protect your energy. And I always say that the most precious, currency in the world today is your own energy. Your own energy. And it's about you using discernment, as I said, and not cheating yourself with that reality. They say this is the lie, cheater, stealer card. But I always say it's about you acknowledging your truths and you not administering your own self truths. You are cheating yourself. And it's a case of using your intuition. When you use your intuition, it's about you birthing, rebirthing, renewing your version of yourself. Using that intuition, using this time to be like, you know what, it's time that I must say to myself, I want to grow within this new space, in this new life. And during, when you get the moon card, it's about the slower energy. And I always advise people when it's a slow energy process, take your time to strategize, to think, to express, write them down in a journal. Think about what you're feeling in this present moment. Not about the past, not about the future, in the present. It's when you're present, it's when you start to know within yourself what you've got to do. And this is time of deep thinking, especially with the moon card. You've also got the hermit card. It's about, using this time to basically wait and make a plan, strategize, think about what you really want to do. Wait until you get that piece of like inspiration, when you find that light within yourself, And when you do, it's the start of a new chapter where not only is a new start, but a start of expanding. And because if you look closely, I always associate with aces as not just the new chapter, but with the ones. I see it a form of from a seed growing to a plant and essentially growing into that tree of life, that completion, that abundance, that essence of growth within yourself, but not even just growing, but flourishing during this time. This is the time of just basically thinking about how you're going to create your own happiness, creating your story, creating that happy story. And it's going to come with work. But, hardships, or even just basically putting your head down and working towards your goals, It's not going to be given to you on a plate. Things have to be earned. And that's going to have to start with yourself, starting on, taking these steps, these important steps, A lot of dreams, there's a lot of dreams, but a lot of dreams die because people don't want to start living and doing. And they just put to the side, and people live with regret. And don't be the type of person that you say that, what ifs, and I could have. It's I'm doing, but I'm in this process of I'm doing to get where I need to be. Know your destiny. You gotta work for your destiny, work towards your destiny. And it's about understanding that there are going to be things that you've got to release, and that could be friends, that could be things that you can't control. But once you remove elements that, that are perceived as roadblocks, then your path is going to become a lot more easier. But it's about understanding what are the roadblocks. What illusions of pressure do you put yourself on? Is it just the overthought or overthinking that you're doing, which is stopping you from basically going to that road? Going to that road. But once you release, right, there's this element of you understanding that it's okay, that you might not know if it's A, B, or C, but the goal is the goal. And it's all about creating yourself that vision of once you get the wheels rolling and turning, no one can stop you. It's all about you having that thought, that train of thought, understanding that this is a tunnel vision that you are creating. You are creating a story. You are creating your existence to greatness, which is going to be victorious. You're going to do it in a way that's going to be like, you've had hardships, but you're going to enjoy the sweet taste of victory. And once you do enjoy the sweet taste of victory, it's about remembering to have gratitude during this time and having grace, and if you are in the space of abundance, to also help the people that you love, or give back to your community. It's like when a knight goes to battle and he comes back, the winners share the spoils. They have the victories, they have the treasures. It's not all going to be all for you, but remember the people that you love, your partner, maybe your small circle of friends, your mother, your father, your uncle. And by understanding that you are creating your own, story, this is a new chapter. This is not the ending, but the beginning. The beginning of something new, and I think it's a renewed version of yourself. I know it's the new version of yourself, And the advice I would say is, look back to your origin story. Take certain gold from the pains that you've had or the struggles, and remember that when you are needing that extra bit of motivation, remember why you're doing it. Remember, if you an artist, why you love certain aspects, or what inspired you to be an artist. Or perhaps you were like a sports person, and it's that first love of enjoying that sport that you're playing or competing in. Don't forget that. Don't forget the love for the love and how it all started. Because a lot of people can get lost in translation or during the journey. But it's all about remembering. I think during your journey, there's going to be a lot of challenges, but even through chaos, I always say, even through chaos or crisis or dilemmas, try to remain balanced, ground yourself, speak to friends, go out, go to the garden or go to a park, even go outside and just and feel the air around you. It's the time to just basically, understanding that even though that maybe you'll feel a type of way where you'll feel that things are a little bit unstable during a crisis, is to recompose yourself and to recenter yourself during a situation. It's like when you go on, Google Maps and you're trying to find somewhere, but you're perhaps sort of in a way panicking because you're looking left to right, and then the navigator isn't going where you want to go, but you just press the recenter button, and then back. You have your map back to where it's recentered for you to basically go either the correct way, left or right. It's okay to just take a moment to stop and just wait for a little bit, and then replan. And these changes, as I said about these shifts, during this time, these will create tower moments for you. Shifts in terms of could be accelerating your progression or power shifts that's going to happen. And I don't associate the tower card as something bad because, big changes, big, massive, positive changes or just changes as it is require big shifts, and when big shifts happen, it's to basically build yourself into a better version of yourself. Yeah, as I said, and when that happens, as I said to you before, that Chariot card came back again. It's a case of you basically understanding that these big shifts are so that you can keep on going. You running with an idea, or you running towards your purpose. It's not, I wouldn't even say motivation, I would say it's your divine purpose. The moment you realize that the shifts is there to make you know that you are headed towards where you want to go, where you want to create. But again, it's all about having that deep thought about planning. Plan, strategize. Plan and strategize. And if you need to talk to somebody, if you feel that you can network your way to helping you where you need to be, there's no problem with you asking for help or getting more support, or if you know somebody where you need to be in terms of the industry, do your research, connect the dots with people. It's the time for you to basically speak up, because closed mouths don't get fed. And you'll be doing this while you need to work, It's all about you, yourself, working within yourself and understanding that there are tools that the universe gives you. You just have to open your eyes and see for yourself. And doing this, you're going to learn that this is going to be the making of you being your most authentic self. It's about your truth, your story. It's how you create that story. And that's where you know that all roads lead to home. I hope you enjoy that reading. Sorcerer. Sorcerer.